Where are you off to this time? The shores are no place for a youngling like you. Besides, there are chores to be done around here, and cakes to be eaten for those what can get their chores done. Not more sea glass. You must have a bushel full by now. All right then. Yes, I know his birthday's just next week. What is it you're planning to do with all of it? What are you up to, you little imp? A surprise? You'll have no surprises from me, and you'll take care on those rocks. The sea spray and the wet grasses make them treacherous, and you're none too careful, hopping around. Are you hearing me? Be careful.
Careful, little one. Can you hear me, little human? Are you still alive? Ah, here. Pull yourself up to sitting, right here. Here. Can't you see me? Oh, you have the sun in your eyes. Just a moment. There. Is that better? Do you see me now? Ah, slowly now. Of course, I'll let you go. But if you scramble on the rocks like that, you'll fall right back in. Yes, I am a dragon. And you were made to walk on land. Did you know that as well? Eat you? My, what stories you humans invent these days. Have none of your people ever seen one of us? Never. It's true. We have taken to isolation. Even me. But I have my reasons. I have duties. Yes, but I cannot stay forever in the mountains. Dragons were born of the sea, you know. Why, yes. Don't they tell the old stories anymore? Come, climb up here on my shoulders. Yes. There. Ha. Little human, you ask so very many questions. I can't be the first magical creature you've seen, can I? Well, of course there are. Centaurs and fae and griffins, augur owls, merfolk. You're lucky you didn't run across any of them, and... Oh, yes, unicorns are plenty, although they tend to avoid the sea. But yes, we magic folk come in many shapes and sizes, and we live all around you humans. Never met one. Not even the nodlings. Why, the little tree sprites who live in the bends and the branches. You've never heard of nodlings? Yes, smaller than you. No, we all have our ways, each unto itself. There is a high council for the governance of all, but apart from that, we tend to stay amongst our own kind. I can't even remember the last time I had occasion to speak to a griffin. Frivolous creatures, those. No, I much prefer you. Yes, humans. But my kin are not fond of how closely I watch over you. I have been told I get too close. Yes, but I find myself enthralled by you, and it seems we are all but forgotten unless we creatures of legend come out of the stories and into your lives. Today. No, today I wanted to look at the sea. I've been troubled as of late. I have been chosen to keep watch. A great weight sits upon my shoulders. No, not you. You are a welcome passenger, my friend. But here, climb down now and sit beside the fire. Dry your clothing and warm yourself. What fire? Why, this one. Oh, don't be afraid. It's quite normal. My fire is as much a part of me as my wings or my tail. Honestly, do the humans no longer tell each other stories about the great scaly beasts of the distant mountains, the moonlit sylvan kingdoms of the Sealy, tempestuous battles beneath the waves? Oh, the merfolk and the diaphans have been at it for years. Diaphans? Oh, my dear. Oh, well, that's all a bit complicated. If you'd like to hear a story of the sea, perhaps I should start with something less polemical, something older. Would you like that? Shall I tell you a story, young one? Very well. You're still shivering in the wind. Come here, under my wing. Yes, here. Oh, thank you. Is that a compliment? But yes, my chest is softer than the rest of me. You may get closer if you like. I promise I'm very warm. Oh yes, there's always a small fire inside of me. Oh, quite literally. But we weren't always like that. Look out at the waves. My people came from deep beneath the waters, from the volcanic cauldron at the bottom of the ocean. From there came the first dragons. They were born of magic and fire and stone. Their wings were fins. They flew through the water as I glide through the air. Oh, close your eyes. Can you see them? Twirling in a graceful dance. Lords of the deep. Oh no, very much smaller. Hardly bigger than a dolphin, but much faster. And legend says they could sing more beautifully than the clearest bell. That was how they ruled, you see. Their song guided the fish and the whales and the coral and all the living things. And when the other arcane beings came to exist there under the water, the song kept them content and at peace. But soon the water dragons yearned for more. One of them in particular. We called them Hucked and Hionut, because they longed to taste the sun. And as the story goes, that is exactly what they did. Oh yes, my dear. Our hero crawled out of the sea onto rocks very much like these, pulled himself up, and spent days gasping for breath on the beach. They almost died. There they lay, mouth agape, praying to Mother Sun, begging her for mercy. The sun gazed down upon the bravest of her first children, the one born of her beloved ocean, who so lovingly reflected her beauty through the day and even through the night across the moon. And she could not help but give of herself. A drop of golden milk fell from her breast, down through the stars and the clouds, and into the waiting mouth of the dying dragon. And fire was born. Well, of course that's how it happened. My dear human, I am a great unwieldy flying lizard who can breathe fire and still not die. Do you really think that's possible without some sort of mystical intervention? Be serious, you silly thing. Oh, of course there's more. But I should like to see you again. I shall save some of the story for next time. I would like to know more about you. There is nothing boring about you. Not for me. You are an absolute gem. Yes, sometimes precious things must be plucked from the water so as not to be lost. You humans pan for gold. I would say you are worth much more than that, my little jewel. Oh, is that why I found you risking your priceless life slipping across the seaweed? How fascinating. Whatever for? Really? A birthday present? How sweet. What kindness. What magnanimity. What ingenuity. What were you going to make with all of that sea glass? Ah, how incredibly fortuitous. Why, that I should tell you that particular story today. You wish to catch the sun for your brother. Oh, of course, I do understand. You mean to make the light bounce and dance around your home when the sun shines through the window, through the beads, yes? I don't think it's silly at all. Sparkling stones hold great appeal. Or did you think I, a dragon, wouldn't understand that simple truth? Yes. A jewel can be very dear indeed. But I fear I've gone and taken more than my share of your time. Hoarded it, if you will. An unfortunately common peccadillo for a dragon. Must you? Ah, very well. Yes, I imagine your family. You have your brother and others. Might I offer you something? Just a moment. Step back a bit. Where is it? Here. Humans call it obsidian. It's rare to find it in this land, so it should add a special something to your brother's gift, don't you think? Oh, I don't have a name, my little jewel. Although humans have called me many things. You may call me what you like. Oh, so formal. I fear my new appointment declares itself upon my countenance against my will. I did not ask to rule. I was charged with a solemn and solitary duty. No, Majesty is quite appropriate, but you need not lower yourself so far beneath me. You are very small, but so is a diamond in my hands. Greatness and value are not the same. You are priceless, my dear jewel. We need not decide on a name for now. Think on it for next time. Oh, yes. Every minute I have spent with you has enriched me in a way I had forgotten I needed. We shall meet again. I will make sure of it.
Well, did you find what you were looking for? What on earth is that supposed to mean? Fine then, what found you? Full of secrets you are. Well then, let's see it. Empty your pockets. The sea glass, silly. Show me what you spent all day looking for. Not one? Come on then. My stars. I've never seen anything like it. It's black as night. You didn't just find this on the shore. This is a precious, precious thing, child. This stone mustn't go in your brother's birthday present. You keep it. A jewel like this is a very dear thing indeed.